In the vast and snowy Arctic, where icy winds whip across the frozen tundra, lived a polar bear named Polar. Now, Polar wasn't just any polar bear. He was known far and wide as the kindest animal in the region. Polar loved fishing in the icy waters of the Arctic Sea. Each morning, he'd set out, cracking holes in the ice with his powerful paws, patiently waiting for fish to come his way. And when he succeeded in catching plenty of fish, he would never keep them all to himself. No, that wasn't Polar's way. Instead, Polar would gather his animal friends, seals, penguins, snowy owls, and even Arctic foxes, and share the feast with them. "Friends, come eat and enjoy," Polar would call out, his voice gentle but full of cheer. The animals would gather around, grateful not just for the food, but for the kindness Polar never failed to show. They admired him deeply, knowing that he valued friendship more than anything else. But one day, trouble swept through their icy home. A sudden and fierce snowstorm blew through the Arctic, trapping animals deep in icy caves. The wind howled ferociously, and the snow piled high around the entrances, making escape impossible. Worried about his friends, Polar didn't hesitate for a moment. With his strength and determination, he braved the storm, pushing through the biting wind and thick snow to find the trapped animals. Polar used his mighty paws to dig through the heavy ice and thick snow piles, clawing his way to the hearts of the caves where his friends were trembling. "Don't worry, I'm here to help," Polar said with a reassuring roar. One by one, he freed them. Foxes shivering from the cold, seals stranded without hope, and penguins huddled in frightened groups. All of them burst out of the caves and into the safety of the open air, their faces filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Polar. You saved us. We don't know what we'd do without you," they cried. Polar smiled warmly, his icy breath forming little clouds in the chilly air. "We're friends. We always look out for each other." From that day forward, Polar's kindness became the stuff of legend in their frosty world. He was not just the gentle polar bear who shared his fish. He was their hero, their protector, and most importantly, their friend. Despite the challenges they faced in their cold, remote land, one thing was certain: as long as Polar was around, no one would ever feel alone.
In icy lands where snowflakes fall, a polar bear named Polar stood tall. With heart so kind and gentle gaze, he shared his catch in countless ways. Polar, Polar, a friend so true. With fish for all, he'd see them through. Through frozen seas and snowy nights, he shared his joy with pure delights. He'd fish all day with patient paw, and share his catch with one and all. With seals and penguins by his side, he'd spread his love across the tide. Polar, Polar, a friend so true. With fish for all, he'd see them through. Through frozen seas and snowy nights, he shared his joy with pure delights. He'd fish all day with patient paw, then share his catch with one and all. With seals and penguins by his side, he'd spread his love across the tide. Polar, Polar, a friend so true. A fish for all, he'd see them through. Through frozen seas and snowy nights, he shared his joy with pure delights. When storms arose and caves grew cold, he braved the winds so strong and bold. He broke the ice with mighty might, and brought his friends to warmth and light. Polar, Polar, a friend so true. With fish for all, he'd see them through. Through frozen seas and snowy nights, he shared his joy with pure delights. So let us learn from Polar's heart to share and care and play our part, with kindness shown and love so free, like Polar in the icy sea.